You picked up a new case.
So,
Tell me there was a no driving affidavit in place. He's charged with failure to stop and give information, and now he's picked up a racing case. Tell me that we had ordered him not to drive.
Yes, Judge, on the previous case, there wasn't a driving affidavit.
You promised me that you weren't going to drive. Mr. Gonzalez, now you've picked up a racing on a highway. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Officers observed two vehicles accelerating at a high rate of speed from 70 miles per hour to 85 miles per hour in an attempt to outgain each other. The officer initiated a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle. When the officer told the defendant that he was being stopped for racing, the defendant responded, "Yes, sir." And the defendant told the officer that he did not have a valid license or registration.
Is there a co-defendant?
There is not any co-defendants charged.
Vic, can I see that, please? I'm printing something out. What is that? What did you promise me you were not going to do? Guess what happens now, Mr. Gonzalez? Guess what happens now? Did you say nothing?
so I'm not sure.
Not only am I putting you in jail now, but I'm going to make your bonds high. And now you are looking at a contempt charge of 180 days in jail. And we are going to have a hearing as to whether I'm going to hold you in contempt. So now I'm going to file a third case on you. And you are now looking, if they prove to me that you're driving in this case, you're looking at 180 days in jail, flat, day for day. Do you understand?
So,
Goes with you. I'm sorry, Sonia, but I'm setting the bonds at each at 10,000 and 2 each. Two, 5, 3, 9, 9, 8, 0. He will auto-populate on tomorrow's docket, and then we'll just go through the rigmarole. Or, I don't know,
He's gonna be able to pay that. He's a high school senior.
it's a damn shame.
Parents' financial situation is. I'll talk to him and find out.
Talk to the parents, and then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, you know, I need to I need to make sure he understands it and that he gets it, but you swore to me you weren't gonna drive and now you're racing, unacceptable, you know? I'm gonna make it higher. He was wearing an Armani shirt. He was probably wearing a $200 to $300 shirt right now. 15,002 on both.
Okay, Your Honor.
And then we'll see tomorrow. He'll populate tomorrow. We'll talk again tomorrow. Reach out to the family and you know, perhaps they'll come here and they can see how he is and he can see that we mean business now, you know? Okay, thank you so much, Sonia.
Judge, you were looking
You were Destiny Collins. We issued a warrant for your arrest because you failed to appear for court, man.
The paperwork, I told him the same paperwork, they said I was supposed to appear today. If that's the case, my Bells Bond company should have told me the same thing, but my court date was for today.
You were ordered to appear 11/22 of 24.
Got out of jail that day. I was released from jail on Wednesday of this week, last week that just passed. So it was no way possible. I could have made it to court that same day. I got released from jail again. And I didn't get released from jail till Wednesday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then also I have the picture. I didn't bring the physical copy because I forgot it, but the paperwork that they gave me when I was leaving, that said my conditions. I have a picture in my phone with my name on it. It says today at 8:30 in the morning. So I showed up today. If that was the case, I would have showed up when I was supposed to come to court. So I don't get that. And I just sat in jail for a week and a half. I cannot go back.
You issued the warrant on the 22nd, right? This is Miss Collins. She's not on docket today.
What's the case number?
252-6615.
Can I show you the same picture?
She was on the docket on the 20th. She was supposed to be here on the 20th, correct?
The bond paperwork shows, let's see.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
It's not opening, I believe.
Can I grab my phone and show you my
Don't
picture?
talk to the prosecutor, please. You're not allowed to. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because if there's a problem and it's not your fault, I will reinstate your bond.
Judge, so on 11/20, she failed to appear. Let's see, defendant not present in holdover is what Jemae wrote on the reset. So she wasn't brought up on the 20th. So she rolled it to the 21st, and then the surety bond was posted. The surety bond says 11/20. So it seems to contradict itself. The 20th.
So whoever wrote the bond did a mistake, because they put
Whoever hand wrote 11/20
back in time
automatically.
as opposed to, so what, you said you have paperwork that says that you're supposed to be here today?
I left the physical paperwork at home, but I had my brother send me a picture because I forgot it. I can
Okay.
show you.
Yeah, sure. And you can give it to Deputy and she'll. You see that it shows today's date?
Yes, Judge. November 26th at 8:30
Okay,
a.m.
all right. Yep, you're right. Okay, I'll reinstate your bond. Okay. So it looks like while you were in custody, they appointed you a lawyer. I don't know that Martin even knows. I mean, there's no way he's gonna know.
Especially if she's not on docket today.
Right.
I didn't know.
Oh, I have his number. I'll call him. Let me see. Martin. Hey, how are you? I have a Miss Destiny Collins that's on docket today. Are you in the building? So you were appointed, it looks like, while she was in custody. I don't need, say it again? She was in custody in Fort Bend. Huh. Okay. Do you want to stay on the case or do you want me to appoint someone else? Hey, okay, no problem. You just tell me. So that's it? Done. We'll do it. Okay. Okay. Bye. Can you pull up her NCIC, please? So we can, I'm going to take Martin off
Okay.
because he's not working with us. And do you mind appointing someone else for the time being, please? Ms. Collins, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On August 8th, 2024, a deputy was dispatched to a bar and grill in Harris County, Texas regarding an assault. The complainant worked at the bar as a bartender. Defendant came behind the bar and began striking the complainant multiple times with a closed fist to the face and upper extremities, causing pain. Complainant began to fight back to defend herself. During the fight, a crowd of people surrounded her, and some individuals who she did not know began to stomp and kick on her while she was fighting on the ground. Complainant
Stop
stated-
and kick the complaining witness.
That's not true.
Stop, please.
Yes, the complainant stated during the fight, a crowd of people surrounded her and began to stomp and kick her while she was fighting on the ground. She stated that the fight lasted approximately 2 minutes. The complainant and the defendant did not know each other and stated that she did not know the defendant well enough to fight her. The complainant stated the fight ended because someone yelled out, "I'm calling the police."
Okay. Tell me, does she have anything else that's open at the time now?
She's currently on probation out of Galveston County for theft.
Yes.
And I think you had mentioned something about Fort Bend, so we're looking for.
Lord, we're hitting the Tri-County area now?
We're not showing anything out of Fort Bend, Judge, but she is on probation out of Galveston right now.
She may have been in custody in Fort Bend. I don't know. So run full NCIC, please. Ms. Collins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public in every single way, shape, form, manner. And if you become a danger to my public, I am first off going to put you in jail. Next off, I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to flip. Do you understand? Do not go back to this bar or any other bar. I'm prohibiting you from going to any establishment where 51% or more are beer, liquor, any kind of clubs. You're not to go anywhere of this nature. Do you understand? Does she have a felony theft or does she have a misdemeanor theft? And then what else is open? What kind of criminal history are we talking?
Felony theft, Judge. And I believe that's her only history. And Alex is looking into the Fort Bend case as well.
Your Honor, I don't have any record of her case in Fort Bend. Looking at the county clerk website for Fort Bend, I don't see any cases open with her name and date of birth.
So the only other thing you see is it a probation that she's on?
Yes.
For Galveston.
Oof.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge, 2 years deferred on Galveston.
How old are you, ma'am?
23.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I work 2 jobs and I live alone. I live in the Fort Bend County area.
How much money do you make a month, ma'am?
My monthly income, I say my intake probably about 3,800.
I need you to fill out an application because I don't know if you're going to qualify for an appointed lawyer, ma'am. And I'll take a look at the application. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that when you're on felony probation, you're supposed to be extra special good. And when you're not, they usually file motions to revoke. So I would be on the lookout because if you're on probation or parole at this time, it's very possible that they issue a felony warrant in that case with the fact that you picked up this new case. So understand, no alcohol, no drugs. Do you understand? Okay, do you mind giving an application, please? All right, I'm gonna have you fill out the application and then we'll, do not leave until you sign all our bond conditions, ma'am. Okay. Good morning, Ms. Lewis. Ma'am, you were wanted out of Missouri. for receiving stolen property. Tell me, Ms. Oko, what did you guys want to do?
Well, she would like a bond out on this case. I believe this was in 2022, this was picked up. And according to,
So you said that the case originates from 2022?
yes, Judge. However, she did, it arose out of a traffic ticket. They got pulled over, car was searched and things like that. And so she kept in touch with the courts to see what she could do. And they kept telling her that she had to pay some money. She paid some money and that was it. She didn't know that there was a warrant out for her arrest. She didn't know there was court. She didn't know any of that after that math. And plus she's based in Houston. So I would assume correspondence should have been sent her way. She didn't know until she got picked up as of yesterday. She does live here. She's got her parents here. She's got support. So they're willing to help bail her out and make her go to Missouri so that way she can in person handle it.
I'd be opposed, although the probable cause for the stop was a traffic citation or infraction, is that the receiving stolen property is coupled with an unlawful possession of a firearm and it's a failure to appear. It's not a 2B. So she went in front of a judge, stated that she would return, and then she did not return.
And now it's 2 years later.
The warrant was issued out on December 8th, 2022. So there's been a pending habeas for almost 2 years.
You're a flight risk, you know? You've been gone for 2 years, and how do we get her now?
I don't have the offense report. She wasn't charged with anything else here, so my best guess is
Somehow she got just picked up.
right. And so, I mean, I can source the OR, but I don't have it on my person.
It was like a star.
It was a random stop, Judge, a traffic stop, I think, broken
No,
flag.
I am always amenable, I shouldn't say always, but I'm very amenable to giving people bonds when, number one, they're not a danger to my public, and number two, I have faith that they're going to go back. Your case is now 2 years old. You've been in flight for 2 years. You've made no attempts to do anything. And the only reason we have you now is because you got arrested. Had you not gotten arrested here, you'd still be in the wind and they would still be looking for you. So I don't have faith that if we give you a bond that you're actually going to go. I know that you're going to tell me it's little gumdrops and rainbows and bunnies jumping in the woods, but at the end of the day, a flight risk is a flight risk. And who you really are is on paper, because everybody tells me and promises me sun, moon, stars, this, that, you know.
I mean,
I don't really have any way to force you to go back, and I just can't take your word for it.
well, Your Honor, she does work, and of course, getting a bond would, the incentive of receiving that bond back is one of the things that I've gotten some of my clients to do, to get there. As soon as they go and take care of their case, they're calling me, asking me, how do I get my money back? It's more of an incentive for them. So at this time, like I said, she does have a base here. They're willing to help her out. They didn't know about this whole issue, and she thought she had taken care of it over the phone. Unfortunately, that's just not how it works, but she understands that now, and she's willing to go back to Missouri as early as next week to take care of this.
But I don't have faith you're going to go, you know? Day?
For what it's worth, if it wasn't a failure to appear, I actually would have agreed to a bond, but the fact that she went in front of a judge and the incentive originally from Missouri was the bond, and so that should have been the original.
And when you first came out, I was thinking to myself, you know, guy, it's not the worst in the world. It's not, you know, it's not a capital case, so to speak, but you went in front of a judge, you promised him that you were going to go back. It's now 2 years later, and you haven't.
I didn't go in front of a judge. I had called them and they said I didn't have to. They said all I have to do was pay it. That's why I just paid it.
Post bond, right?
Yeah, I paid everything that they told me I need to pay. I've never been in trouble ever a day in my life. I've been homeschooled my entire life, and this has just come up. So I just called them and I did everything that I had to do. I'll do anything I have to do to get out of this. I just want my life back. I have a business. I have a family. Like, I just want to get back to my family. That's it.
Any other prior criminal history?
No, Your Honor. I mean, if the court wants for a little over a day, if just wants to call Missouri and talk to the prosecutors up there, or if she has a defense attorney up there. I mean, if it's an FT8, then presumably she would have had an attorney after the first setting before it was forfeited. So if you want to roll it over and talk to Missouri, I'm not against it, but I'm still opposed because it's an FT8. So if you want to do that?
Oh, Wednesday.
But what is she?
So if,
Call Missouri for what purpose?
so generally, if the demanding jurisdiction doesn't impose a bond, then generally I don't. So I had that happen last week, no, what day is today?
Yeah, no, it was last week with
It
us.
was last
Yeah.
week, and so there was one I opposed, but the demanding jurisdiction, the prosecutors there said, I'm not opposed to them getting bond, even though I opposed it, they didn't, so ultimately I folded and I said, okay, I'm fine with the bond. So if Chisholm's able to speak with the prosecutors up there and they're not against it, then I'll
Did
defer.
you say you can't be here tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Not that I can't, if we, it'll be the timing, right? If we can, I'm gonna make some calls right now, see if I can make some calls now and see who I can
For
call.
sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I wouldn't
No,
want to
there's no,
roll it
I
over
mean,
to
we're here for
tomorrow.
at least another hour, so there's
Yes.
no,
I'll make some calls now.
see, if they're unopposed, then I'll set a bond.
Because, and I will say, it's because the teletype that we received is, she is eligible for a 2,500 bond there, but they clearly stated that she's not eligible from their jurisdiction for a bond out of state. So they won't allow her to have a bond until she's returned. That's why I said, if the prosecutors are fine with it, they can send me an email, fine. But I'll sit in the pews.
Sounds good. I'll make some calls, Judge.
What you can do. Is there a second case though, too, or no?
No, so the way they did it was, the charge was for both out of the same incident, but for reasons passing understanding, whomever the arresting officer was, they only put one charge. So I had to run the NCIC off of her FBI number to get the second charge. I didn't know until I ran.
Okay. Is this the only fugitive case we have today?
This is the only remaining one. Everyone else
Got
is
it.
in wait, which we're all. Williams needs to sign the waiver, but once he signs the waiver, there's no issue.
Oh, yeah, so he needs to be admonished, no?
Right, so sorry,
Okay.
Williams.
So he says, I'm gonna make some calls and I'll come back and talk to you, okay? So we're good.
Thanks.
And then Mr. Williams just needs an admonishment.
Judge, I also have Shaquita Mitchell on your docket. We were reset today for the state to eval, which they have done. And I have a pretrial contract that was printed today. We just need some time to get community service done.
She has to do this community service?
Service in 2 classes, and I think she's already done 1 class. And
Great.
we're waiting on another one.
Is she here now?
She is here, Judge.
Ms. Mitchell, come up.
Hours of community service.
Hi, John D. So one, I would assume, what are the classes?
Decision-making. Anger management, Judge.
And anger management, okay. Have you done any of the classes now?
I'm back in Beaumont since this case has occurred. My probation sent me back. So they're gonna have me doing thinking of a change and completing my community service and doing MHMR. So that's all things I have to do in my probation.
This case, or are you on probation?
She's
I'm on probation.
She's on probation in Jefferson County, Judge, but in addition to that, this case, she's already done an anger management class that she's brought to my office last week.
Mhm.
But now the state's offering, in addition to that, effective decision-making 20 hours for it to get dismissed. So I'm not sure if the community service she does while on probation can be used in conjunction with this, but I'm sure we can work something
I'm
out.
okay with that. I
Okay.
mean, have you done the community service yet?
Yes, I have done some of my community service.
Okay, then I guess make sure that Michael is okay.
Sure.
I am, but you got to understand if you're on, is it felony or misdemeanor
It's a
probation?
felony probation.
I mean, self-control. I would say 90% of the people that are in jail now are for one reason only, self-control. They react, they act without thinking and say, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? And then you end up back in jail, you pick up a new case now, and you're on felony probation. Jefferson County is a really tough county. They don't toy around like here in Harris County. You violate over there, they're gonna lay you out. You understand that by pleading guilty to this case now, they can revoke that probation, resulting in further confinement.
But I'm not pleading guilty. I gave her all the evidence.
That's right, we're not doing a plea.
Right, Judge,
Yeah,
we're not
so,
entering a guilty.
but at some point, you gotta understand, they're not gonna continue to bend over backwards to help you.
That's why.
Right.
Because that was the problem.
You have to say anything.
Well, self-control. It takes 2 to tango, right? You get into a pissing match with other people, you get into a fight. Don't matter. Everyone's going down. Just think about that. Self-control. All right. So how long is it going to take you to get all this stuff done?
Right now, they got me looking for a job out there. I have an interview today. So hopefully after Thanksgiving, because everything's gonna be shut down probably tomorrow
Well, I
or.
don't want to, set you up to fail. I mean, your case is old, but we need to give you enough time that you can get it done.
Can we do the first or second week of January?
That's a long time.
Yes, but I know that with Christmas falling right behind Thanksgiving, if she gets it done before, then I can
My
always.
fear is that we get to Christmas, oh, this, that, and nothing gets done. We're here in January and then nothing's gotten done. I will give it to you, but I'm going to tell you now, if you don't have it done, I will carry you day for day until you have it done. I'm literally will reset you Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday to Friday, and then to next Monday until you have it done. Your case is 212 days now. We're giving you another 40 days now. You got to have it done. And if you don't, I'm telling you, I'm going to roll you day for day until you have it done. You understand?
And
It's
she's
not hard.
proactive.
Everything can be done online.
She's pretty proactive. She's come to my office often and brought me evidence and proof of her classes. So she's doing everything she needs to. And
It's
this
a
is
sweetheart deal.
PTI.
It's a sweetheart deal. Work it. All right. Self-control. All right. Good luck, Miss Mitchell. All right. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Mr. Houlihan. So you understand that you're entering into a very serious probation. We take it seriously. And if you continue to, if you violate at this point, I mean, we can put you in a rehab facility, right? So just no alcohol from any source. That's all we're asking you to do. Stay out of trouble. If you don't have a license, don't drive. These probations are typically pretty easy. All you have to typically do is 2 classes, stay out of trouble, and don't drink. And as long as you can do that, then you're walking out of here,
Yes, sir.
What are the conditions that we have, Shatoria?
Thinking for a change,
Okay,
DWI education, 2 victim impact panels, TRAS, random urine analysis, no refusals.
what that means is that if you are pulled over and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you have to do it. If you don't, then you're in violation of this probation.
No drugs or alcohol. And the guardian interlock.
Do you have you've got the scram now?
Yes, sir.
So what we'll do is when you get is this license suspended, Alex? Do you know? Can you run it?
I don't have
please?
a vehicle here.
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Then you will need to get a portable breath test device.